Hi, I'm Mary Russell, and I'm the owner and broker principal of Mortgage Results in Aptos.
My name's Julie Scurfield, and I've known Mary Russell since the early 80s.
I've known Mary for a long time. I won't say that we're old friends because neither one of us is that old, but we're good friends.
I'm a pretty good judge of people. She's very, very friendly right away. You know, you don't find people like that every day.
She is always friendly, always there for you, and she makes me laugh, which is very important in our business.
Who is a big inspiration to me? The first one and foremost is God, to give me the talents that I have. Secondly, my family and my friends, who I'm so grateful for, to stick with me through the thick and the thin. And then, really, it's Karen and John Hibble for enabling me to get more involved in the community and to encourage me to do so.
She was well known for her perseverance and her professionalism. She's legendary, in fact, and she's just a get-her-done kind of gal.
My children respect that. They just love her because they don't live near me, and so she's more or less my daughter.
Mary is honest, she's sincere. Taking care of her clients and her friends is the most important thing Mary cares about. She's always there for you.
You know, the one thing that I've realized in my long life here is that people just want to be listened to. And if you do listen and you take the time to help and service people, you make a difference in their lives.
My name is Bob Wall, and I'm an attorney and shareholder with the law firm of Grunsky, Eby, Farrar, and Howell, and we're located in Watsonville.
He's a very positive individual. You know, there's the people who have the glass half empty, and he definitely has the glass half full.
I think what is unique about my dad is that he has a commitment to others' success. He's done that with everything he does in this community, whether it's coaching or the mock trial that he does, or just within his firm with having some of his associates, you know, succeed in the firm. So I think that commitment to others is what really creates a hero in the community.
He's a very fair person, and he's always willing to listen to anything going on in your life or anything that you may be interested in, and sharing an opinion if you ask for it.
I just like people. I think people will say that I'm sort of a people person. I enjoy talking to people, finding out about them. I'm very passionate about our local history. I was a history major in college, so I just have great interest in the whole human experience.
I see Bob at our office early in the morning. I see him there late in the evening. I see him on Saturday, and I see him on Sunday. He has built an extremely successful law practice over the years. It takes him throughout all the different counties in Northern California.
He's a very, very good person, and those just don't come along, and when they do, you recognize it right away. He's got a lot of friends, and that always goes to show you when, you know, you're a good person. Your friends are always there, and they've been there for you a long time.
I'm Rob Morse, and I do anything I can for the community.
Rob's unique character is what impresses me the most about him. He has just a very upbeat, positive spirit, and that comes through when you meet him, talk to him, and interact with him. He's a wonderful guy.
Rob is an amazing guy. I love Rob. He is extremely professional. You can tell he does a great job in his job, and he's also an amazing leader in the community, and I think a fabulous father.
He very much loves his wife, and he's a great family person. He does a lot in the community, but he sort of has the same time to be a great dad. I sort of admire that about him.
There's a lot of unique things about my dad. He's always really positive. He likes to be really involved with everything, and I think that's a really good characteristic to have.
Rob taught me how to mountain bike. I was always cycling, and Rob was the one that got me off a road and onto a trail bike. And in fact, it was the first time out when I broke my clavicle with him, following him. I did it. I broke my clavicle, but I'm a pretty good rider. After taking about 5 years off after that, I got back on, and yeah.
19 years ago, I joined Leadership Santa Cruz. I met some really inspiring people, saw all the things that are going on in the community, and it really gave me the impetus to get more involved and see what just one person can really make a huge difference.
One dance competition last year, my dad had to go with me because my mom was out of town. For some reason at this dance competition, they did something new where they're like, okay, now all the dads come on stage. And so I forced my dad to go on stage, and he had to do a little dance and be judged by the judges. So he was up there dancing and like whipping out his little pirouettes and getting super into it. And it was just really fun to watch, and I still don't let him live it down.
I think I'm just motivated by seeing things happen. I love to see things happen. I see a need. I love to get people involved, and I love to help. So when there's an opportunity and I see something that there's a need to jump in and make a difference, if I can do it, I will, much to my wife's dismay sometimes. So.
Okay, ready? Take two.
This is what I have to deal with.
My name is Christy Liquor, and my shop is Caroline's nonprofit thrift shop in Aptos.
It's a really welcoming environment, and everybody there is super nice and fun, and it's just a really fun place to be.
I like seeing how my mom takes old pieces of junk that no one would see any potential in, and she turns it into this amazing display that looks like it came from a retail store. Every time I come home, there's a whole new set of merchandise in there, and I don't understand how she does it. She's like, yeah, I found this at the flea market, and now it looks like it came from Pottery Barn or Restoration Hardware.
She'll find things on the side of the road.
I would say the person who has been the biggest inspiration to me, particularly in the last few years, was my daughter Caroline. She passed away when she was about 16 years old. She was a special needs child who suffered a lot of complications after a procedure she had. And she was a pretty tough little cookie. She was a positive kid, she was a resilient kid, and a really happy kid. And she kind of inspired all of us, me and my entire family, to open a shop, and so we did.
What I respect about my mom is that she's taken this really tragic event in her life and turned it into something really inspirational. And she took this really sad thing, this horrible thing, and turned it into this, amazing, wonderful store that's now funding all these different nonprofits. And it started from nothing, just an idea that she had. And she told me she was going to do it, and I was like, you're crazy. She's never going to open a store. And 6 months later, I've raised $100,000 already. Oh, that's amazing.
I'm outgoing naturally. I think I'm motivated to participate in my community because I think that's the only way positive change happens. Even when bad things happen to people, and bad things happen to all of us, and even if everything's going great, I think each of us has the ability to make a difference and make a contribution. It doesn't have to be some big thing. But if everybody did a little something, our communities would transform.
You rock, Mama.
Yeah, congratulations, Mama.
Hello, I'm Miles Ryder, Chairman and CEO of Driscoll Strawberry Associates. It's a pleasure to speak today about our company and some of the things we are doing. First of all, just to describe Driscoll's a little bit, we are a fresh berry company. We supply fresh strawberries, raspberries, blackberries, and blueberries to markets around the world, but primarily in North America. We were founded in Santa Clara Valley in 1944, although the antecedents go back to the Pajaro Valley. My great-grandfather farming here in 1872, and a lot of berry growing through the years in the Pajaro Valley, both in the early years and then up to today. We have, over the last couple of decades, reached out beyond California and beyond the United States, and actually beyond our hemisphere. We have plantings of berries with growers in 6 continents, all of them but Antarctic, and 20 countries. So the vision is for the company to become what we call the world's berry company, enriching the lives of everyone we touch. Really, by being the world's berry company, it's really in the spirit of fulfilling our mission, which is to continually delight consumers through alignment with our customers and our growers. So the point of Driscoll's, to keep it simple, is to produce and supply consumers with really terrific berries they love to eat. And we do that working closely with growers, and we also do it by using old-fashioned breeding systems and technologies. So we develop those varieties of each of the 4 berries. We patent them and license them to growers, trying to produce the kind of product that we like to take home to our families and share. That's my thumbnail description of Driscoll's. We're proud to be headquartered here in Santa Cruz County in Watsonville. It's been our home for many, many years. So I'd like to spend a few minutes talking about Driscoll's community support efforts and philanthropy efforts. As I mentioned earlier, our vision is to become the world's berry company, enriching the lives of everyone we touch. And we do touch a lot of lives. It's a really labor-intensive business. The center point of it really is the element in which we really encourage our employees, our growers, the farm workers to really engage in supporting community efforts. We have there are people on boards, and the fundraisers, just helping out in various ways. That's really the center point. We also do a lot of berry donations, both to various programs, to the food bank in quite large amounts. And then the third piece is financial. The company sets aside a portion of its profits every year, puts it in our foundation, and distributes that in the various communities really around the world that we work in. And well, we'd always like to do more, and we will over time. We do what we can, and I feel like, you know, there is a lot of enthusiasm among our people to not just be good citizens, but really get the richness involved in being good citizens. So thank you for taking your time to listen to what we do, and I also thank you for the acknowledgement of Driscoll's participation in the community. Thanks.